Hi everybody. Doing this video because Met Office has issued a hot spell alert. And what that means is that we are going to be experiencing above average temperatures. So they are saying 34 degrees and above. Now that does not mean that we're not going to get rain. What it means is we're going to continue to experience what we've been experiencing for the past few days, where it's been extremely hot and rain has been falling. But daytime and nighttime temperatures are going to be higher than normal from September into October, maybe November, but definitely September into October. So what that means is that everybody needs to start being on the lookout for heat-related illnesses. We need to start looking at our hydration protocols. Sorry, I have a class and I'm sending this message. I'm waiting for my students to come as usual. And we need to start putting things in place to keep ourselves cool. So things like looking at your clothing. You want to wear lighter clothing. For those of us who work in offices, you want to look at your layers so that while you're in the AC, you can be comfortable. But then when you come out of the air condition, you can take off some of those layers to be cooler. Speaking of air conditioning, for those of us who have ACs, if you haven't serviced your ACs yet, you want to start looking at servicing them because they are going to start breaking down. And so what you need to do is get in touch with whoever your person is and let them come and service those ACs. For those of you who have fans, if you ain't clean your fan yet, you need to clean them. Okay, clean those fans from please. And for the person who is thinking it has been extremely hot and I need to get additional fan, this is me telling you, go and get the additional fan please, because you're going to need it. All right. For those of you who are in HR, IR, HSE, this is a HSE issue. You need to start notifying your staff about heat-related illnesses and hydration, especially those staff members who are outside working in the elements. You need to give them the information, let them know that what is happening, and let them be able to put things in place to keep themselves cool and hydrated. You also need to look at your first aid kits and stuff like that to make sure that you have things in place for rehydration if you have people who are suffering from heat-related illnesses. That's a serious HSE issue, guys. You need to look at it. For those of you who are like me and you work outdoors, you need to look at yourselves. You need to look at your hydration protocols. Whatever it is ordinarily, it's not going to be enough. I'm going to say that again. Whatever your hydration protocols are, it is not going to be enough. We hydrate based on our lifestyles and based on the environment. All right. And so some people will do the irregular eight glasses a day and be fine. Some of us who are more active and outdoors will need more hydration, and that's ordinarily. What I'm saying to you now is we are going into a hot spell alert. We're going to have to look at those hydration protocols and you're going to have to increase it. It's not just about drinking water, it's also about how you drink that water. So I'm going to give you a mantra that I give to my students. Sip it, don't gulp it. Take sips, sip a little bit, wait, sip a little bit and wait. Don't drink all the water all at once. I see people drinking water and they drink the whole bottle all at once. If you're that thirsty, you're already dehydrated. Okay, so sip it, don't gulp it. You also need to start looking at things like coconut water. I know they have those hydration things in the packs. Probably buy a few of those, and on really hot days which are coming, you can probably use one of those on those days, right? So this is me sending you all this notice. I know some of you all don't read and some of you don't pay attention to what's happening, and so this is me saying to you that you need to start looking at your hydration protocols. It is going to get hotter. It is going to get hotter. Heat-related illnesses, the most serious one is heat stroke. Please, please, please don't be egotistical. If you start to feel dizzy, nauseous, if you start to feel uncomfortable, irritable, if you notice somebody start to get disoriented, please, medical attention is required. You need to look at your youth. For those of you who have children, for those of you who are teachers, you need to be on the lookout for those kids. Make sure that they are hydrating, make sure that they are not being overly exposed. For those of us who have elderly parents, for those of us who are fortunate to have elderly grandparents, we need to start talking to them and looking at them and making sure that they're okay. For those of us who have people in our lives who are infirmed, whatever illness that they have, you need to check in on them and make sure that they're okay. Prepare them for what is coming. All right. Met Office has issued a notice. You know, we like to say they didn't tell us anything and they come in to tell us now. They have issued the alert. It is coming in the coming few days, weeks, okay, for the month of September into October. All right. We have the information. We know what to do, everybody. And if you don't know what to do, the internet is there. I have an article, audaciousevolution.com. There's an article there about hydration and drinking water and heat-related illnesses. Please, 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 everybody, heat-related illnesses are preventable, avoidable, and treatable. Every year, people die from heat stroke and other heat-related illnesses. So we don't want that to be you or anybody that you love, okay? So let's look after each other. Let's look after ourselves. And just like everything else, if we do what we need to do, we're going to be okay. All right. So until next time, take care. Bye.